Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Hu. Today we are doing a short sequence for headaches. Let's begin in a comfortable seated pose. Start with alternative nostril breathing. Use your right hand and you're gonna seal off your right nostril with your thumb. You're gonna bring your middle finger towards your forehead. Take a deep breath in through the left nostril for a count of 4, 5, or 6. Once the breath is full, you're gonna seal off your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale out the right nostril for that same count of 4, 5, or 6. At the end of that exhale, take an inhale once more through the right nostril for that same count, really filling up, and then seal off the right nostril. Exhale out the left for a count of 4, 5, or 6. Repeat at your own pace for a few more rounds. A very simple breath. You're always just inhaling out of one and exhaling out of the other. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the eyes closed. Imagine the breath can go all the way up into your back of the eyes, top of the head, back of the head, and all the way down through the nostrils. A soft, cooling breath. Take about 2 more rounds here. Finish up your last one. After that final exhale, you can rest the hands on the top of the knees. Let your breath come back to a natural pace and neutral rhythm, moving into a net release sequence. It's a really great way to help relieve tension caused headaches. You're going to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep the chin slightly elevated. If you like to go further, you can extend your left arm out to the side. You can use your right hand. Gently place it over the top of your head and see if you can pull your left ear further away from your shoulder. Keep pressing that left shoulder down. Take deep breath in and out through your nose. Imagine that breath can go all the way down from the top of your head in the temple down into the ear, the side of the neck, and into shoulders. Using minimal effort. From here, start to roll your chin down towards your right shoulder and armpit, stretching a little bit more towards the back of the head and the back of the neck. Keep the breath going. Take deep breath in and out through your nose. Finally, we're going to stretch the underside of the neck. Start to tilt your head up. Get your chin look up towards the top right corner, really lean your head back until you feel a nice stretch underneath your jaw and down at the front of the neck. This area can build up a lot of tightness. Bring the head all the way back to center. Carefully release, maybe do a few shoulder shrugs. We'll get ourselves up for the other side. So this time the left ear drops towards the left shoulder. Keep your chin slightly lifted. To go further, you can extend your right arm to the side, a couple of inches away. You can use your left hand to slightly press towards the top of the head. But instead of pressing down, think of pulling your right ear away the right shoulder, creating even more space from the ear all the way down. Always backing up out if it feels painful in any way. The neck can be quite sensitive, so we don't want to go too far or past our edge. Now drop the chin down towards the left shoulder and left armpit, stretching towards the back of the neck. Make sure you are sitting up nice and tall. Take a few deep breaths. Finally, start to look up as you lean your head back. Point your chin towards the top left corner. Feel a nice stretching underneath the jaw and the front of the neck. Steady and deep breath. Inhale in, exhale out. And have one deep breath. Release. Come all the way back to center. Maybe a few shoulder shrugs if that feels good here. Sit in knee pile. Stack your right knee over the top of the left. If this doesn't work, just sit in a cross-legged stance. Bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle. You're going to wrap your right arm underneath the left, binding once or twice. Press the shoulders down. Keep the elbows lifted. The palms are away from the face. And then tuck your chin down towards the chest, as if you were going to bring your forehead to touch the biceps. As you press your forearms towards one another, you should start to feel the space between the shoulder blades open up, a little bit of stretch towards the back of the neck and the back of the head. Steady and deep breath. Relax your facial muscles. Let go of anything that does not need to work right now. You're welcome to stay in this pose if this feels best to you. If you'd like to go a little deeper into the hip opener, you can fold and release all the way down, either letting the elbows rest on the knees or down towards the floor. Part of releasing and relieving headaches is learning to let go, learning to relax, and learning how to use our breath in a way that supports and nurtures our body. Engage the belly to lift the chest all the way back up. Take a deep breath as you reach the elbows up. Exhale, release the pose. Bring your palms behind you and your feet forward. So knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Keep your elbows hugging in towards one another. Focus on lifting your chest up, getting a little bit of stretch at the front of the chest. Release to make your way into the fold on the other side. So knee pile this time with your left knee stacked over the top of the right. Remember, you can just do cross-legged if you prefer. With the elbows bent, you're going to swing your left arm underneath your right, binding once or twice. Press the shoulders down, reach the elbows forward and up. Tuck the chin down towards the chest. Let your head be heavy, neck is relaxed and soft. Take a moment to do a little bit of body scan and notice if there's any area of your body that is trying to work right now. You can stay in this pose or you can go a little bit deeper by folding forward. Feel the tension melt away as you hold the pose for a few moments. Lift your way back up as you breathe in, reach the elbows up and high. Uncross the legs, the arms. Take that chest opener again, hands behind you, feet in front. Lift your chest, pull the shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Make your way into tabletop. On hands and knees, palms are underneath the shoulders. knees are underneath the hips, cat and cow. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, with that rounded back, press back into an easy child's pose. Hips go towards the heels, forehead rests towards the ground. Keep your thighs about hip width distance apart. Then you can reach your arms back, so the palms are reaching for the heels. Let your shoulders rest over the top of the knees. Just soften and get heavier and heavier with every breath. Feel the forehead in contact with the ground. Just imagine this soothing pressure can help to relieve your headaches, relieve the migraine. Interlace your fingers behind your low back. Come into rapid pose. You just need to rock some of your weight onto the forehead or the crown of the head. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Let the knuckles drop down towards the floor. Really, most of the weight here is in your knee. You're not applying too much pressure on the crown of your head. Take a few deep breaths. We release. Come into downward dog. Palms are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Lift the hips up and back. Take this as an opportunity to soften your neck. Just give your head a couple shakes on the yes and no. Let the head be heavy. Bring your knees back down to the floor. Swing your legs forward and lower onto your backs. We're taking a laying spinal twist before coming into Shavasana. You can lift your hips and move them a little bit over to the right. Reach your arms out to the side, into a T shape. Try to keep your right shoulder blade pressing down on the floor. The gaze can either be straight up, or you could always turn your head to look over your right shoulder. Let gravity do the work for you. Engage the belly as you float the knees. Back up. We'll go to the other side. Hips go over to the left. Drop your knees down over to the right. This time, focus on keeping your left shoulder planted down on the floor. Breathe into your low back, into the outer edge of your hip. Have several deep breaths in and out through your nose. Lift the knees back up to center. Let's make our way to Shavasana, our final resting pose. Straighten out the arms and the legs. Take up some space. Palms facing up towards the sky. Allow the eyes to close, or the gaze to be soft. Let yourself rest here. Truly rest. Feel your body get heavier and heavier as you let go of the need to work, or the need to use strength or effort. Let yourself be supported by the floor and the ground underneath you. I welcome you to hold in this pose for a few minutes, or really as long as you would like to have. Whenever you are ready to get up, do so slowly and mindfully. Thank you so much for doing this practice with me. I hope that you find a little bit of relief from your stress, from your headache. Thank you again. Namaste.